Hello friends, this video on matter and magnetism part 35 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 34 before going ahead with part 35. And look at the fourth problem, which says that two long parallel straight wires A and B. Let us suppose these are the two parallel straight wires A and B, carrying currents 8 amperes and 5 amperes in the same direction. Let us suppose 8 amperes and 5 amperes in the same direction, separated by a distance of 4 centimeters. So it is separated by a distance of 4 centimeters. Estimate the force on a 10 centimeter section of wire A. So that means on a 10 centimeter section of wire A, you have to calculate the force. So what is the force on wire A due to wire B? That is given by mu naught IA IB divided by 2 pi d into L, where L is nothing but the portion of the wire of A on which we need to estimate the force. So here mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Current in wire A is 8 amperes. Current in wire B is 5 amperes divided by 2 into pi into d, that is the distance between the two wires, which is 4 centimeters. This into the portion of the wire on which we want to calculate the force, that is 10 centimeters. So 10 into 10 to the power minus 2. So this comes out to be 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 newtons. So this is the value of the force that will act on a 10 centimeter section of wire A. Now let us look at the last problem of this lesson. It says that a circular coil of 30 turns and radius 8 centimeters carrying a current of 6 ampere is suspended vertically in a uniform horizontal magnetic field of magnitude 1 Tesla. The field lines make an angle of 60 degree with the normal of the coil. If let us suppose this is the normal of the coil, the field lines makes an angle of 60 degree with it. Calculate the magnitude of the counter torque that must be applied to prevent the coil from turning. So that means there is a torque which will act on this, which will make this turn or rotate. So the counter torque has to be equal to this torque which will make it rotate, right? So the torque will be equal to M cross B, which will be equal to MB sine theta. Now what is M? M is nothing but number of turns into I into A into B sine theta. So what will be the area of this coil? Area is nothing but pi r square. So this into B into sine theta. So now let us put the values. What is N? N is the number of turns, which is 30. What is the current flowing through it? It is 6 amperes. Pi is 3.14. What is the radius of the coil? Radius is 8 centimeters. That is 8 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square into magnetic field, that is 1 Tesla, into sine theta, that is sine 60 degrees. So this comes out to be 3.133 Newton meter. So this is the value of the torque. This is 3.133 Newton meters. So this would be the value of the torque that will act on this coil and that will make it rotate. So that means the counter torque should be equal in magnitude to this torque so that it can stop it from rotating, right? So I hope that now it is clear to you that I'm sure that the problems which I have solved are not very complicated problems, but at least what I expect is after this lesson is you should be clear with the basic concepts. You should be able to approach the numericals in the correct way. Now, once you get used to solving normal problems, then you can try the next level of problems. However, I have tried to solve some different kinds of problems as well in this lesson. So we will look at the remaining part of magnetism in our next lesson. So see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.